Joining us now is a man who went undrafted out of LSU, would go on to play for 13 years, become a Super Bowl champion and a Pro Bowler. Now he's on your televisions all the time, talking ball on ESPN. The current studio personality champion, Emmy winner.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Clark.
Yeah.
What up, fellas?
Hey, you're traveling from New York to Bristol so you can go on your fourth show of the day during the football season. The life chose you. Obviously, we appreciate you taking some time here to join us. We were just talking there about the same old Lions potentially rearing their big old, what are these things called on a Lion? Manes back into this NFL world when they were the brand new Lions for a long time. Ryan, is our worry about the Lions misguided? Do we think they're going to fall apart, crash? Or do we think they're not even going to
maybe not make the playoffs?
Maybe not even make the playoffs?
Easy!
So they started Ryan. What are you thinking, Ryan?
Easy. Listen, I heard your man in there who's an actual Lions fan. He gets it. He remembers how bad it could be. There were once Orlovsky's Lions, all right? So never forget that. Right?
Well said.
We are not going back to that. But you guys had it picked. You guys had it exactly right, though. What's up with this defense? No, we have to remember, this is a defense that wasn't good last year as well. And that's when Aaron Glenn started to take over the secondary. You go back to early on this year, you're expecting to have C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You lose him, but you do have Tracy Walker. You have Kirby Joseph. What happened to this pass rush? They started the season slow. They hit a stride kind of around after the third game. But now if Aiden Hutchinson doesn't put pressure on the quarterback, they have no pressure at all. 2 times versus the Chicago Bears, you're killed with the quarterback run. And if we don't get turnovers late in that game, if they don't have a surge with 4:15 left, that's another loss. And so now when we were talking about the Lions, at least when I was talking about the Lions before the Dallas Cowboys made their run, the Lions had a chance to be the third best team in the NFC.
Oh, no.
And now as their play starts to drop, you got to start saying to yourself, is this team even playing better football than their NFC North opponent or a contender, the Green Bay Packers? And right now, I don't think they are.
Hey, Ryan, you really scratched Ty right where he itches because we're about to see tonight, I think, the continued growth of this Jordan Love brand new Packers era. Can't wait to tune in. Obviously, you're on the kickoff show for that. You're also at halftime, and you're with Scott Van Pelt afterwards. You also host The Pivot and Inside the NFL on the CW.
Jeez.
Was on Get Up this morning, First Take, and now our show. Ryan, I think you're covering ball from all angles.
Yep.
Okay, I think I think you really are, and we appreciate everything you're doing for the sport and for ESPN and the company.
For y'all funny as hell, man.
Okay, but let's talk. Let's talk though. So, like the Dallas Cowboys, right? And obviously in TV world, hey, talk Dallas Cowboys. But the talk for the last 10, 15 years has been about the Dallas Cowboys just kind of shitting the bed whenever it really came down to be the time for them to win. Stephen A. Smith is still, his take this morning was, just wait, pretty much. Yep. That's his thing. This feels different, doesn't it? This Cowboys team feels completely different right now, especially for playoff and maybe even Super Bowl run.
This is different, right? Like right now, if you look at the entire NFL, you say the San Francisco 49ers, and that's it. That is where the conversation begins and ends with me, with teams that I believe are better than the Dallas Cowboys right now, that are playing better than the Dallas Cowboys. I think maybe if you hop into the AFC, you can start speaking about the Baltimore Ravens. We'll see them against the Buffalo Bills. We'll see them against the Miami Dolphins in the next 2 weeks on the road. So that'll truly let us know where this team is. Dak Prescott, to me right now, is the leading MVP candidate. The level of confidence he's playing in, I know you guys have Aaron on the show on Tuesdays. He talked about the way he's enjoying watching Dak Prescott play. I'll go as far as this. The confidence in which Dak Prescott speaks about his game now is Aaron Rodgers-esque, right? When asked about his performances after the games, he talks about what's going to happen or need to happen in the future because his film is so hot, it's speaking for itself. And I think Dak Prescott right now has a confidence that's permeating throughout this entire locker room. And when they turn the ball over defensively, they're almost unbeatable. The problem is the team you're going to have to beat in the San Francisco 49ers has a quarterback that protects it and a head coach and a play caller that make sure the football is in the hands of the people that protect it as well. When you're looking at guys like CMC and Deebo Samuel, but what the Dallas Cowboys are doing now is different from anything we've ever seen. But I think it starts with force.
Yeah, and Mike McCarthy's also made them tougher, I think, which helps for the Niners, and McCarthy's in his bag. As soon as the play's over,
he really is.
He's calling the next play. As soon as, the play tackles happening right now is what we're going with. He is immediately, he's confident, he's not second guessing, and it's working. So congrats to Big Mike being all the way back.
Yeah,
AJ played for him, obviously won a Super Bowl. Go ahead, AJ.
I did. RC, I want to jump to the AFC quick. What's going on with the Buffalo Bills? There's all this stuff going on. They come out and they get a huge win for their head coach. And on the flip side, with the Chiefs, are you a bit worried about them at all?
Hell yeah, AJ. I'm going to start with the Chiefs. I know I'm answering your questions backwards. Like, this wide receiver core continues to find new and innovative ways to ruin greatness. At first, it was dropping the football from Patrick Mahomes. When you look at what MVS did against the Philadelphia Eagles, man, that's what you're paid to do. You're paid to catch the ball. Pat knows this. AJ knows this. D-Butt knows this. The first thing we learn is alignment and assignment.
Technique.
Like, that's it.
Alignment,
you know what I'm saying?
assignment,
like,
technique.
Yeah. Like, AJ, when you go out there, you know where you're going to line up. And for a wide receiver, aligning on your side of the football is kind of imperative, right? And so when Kadarius Toney not only takes a win away from the Kansas City Chiefs, but one of the greatest plays of improvisation we've ever seen from Travis Kelce, like, that's an issue. And I felt like Patrick Mahomes wasn't lashing out at the officials because they were wrong. He was lashing out because he's been such a good teammate the entire season of not throwing these dudes over the bus. He just freaking lost it. And he was like, I finally got somebody I could cuss the hell out, so I'm going to give it to them. And the Buffalo Bills, man.
Hold on. Before you get to the Bills, that's a funny take that Patrick Mahomes all year was like, there's no way this guy lined up offside. You know, like, with everything that has happened, there's no way. This has to be the ref. There is no way I'm going to watch this film back and he's going to be offsides. I wonder whenever Patrick got out of there, watched it late.
He saw it. No, Pat.
He still,
Pat, he saw it.
Yeah,
he said he saw the picture and he said, yes, Kadarius was offsides, but you can't call it. His take was it didn't have anything to do with the game. He knew he was off. Bro, Patrick has just finally lost it. Like, my man's like, the hell with
he's offsides.
I'm tired of them.
Who cares? Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
I think he was right.
Hey, you don't think he should have called it?
No, you don't throw that. I mean, how many?
I know, I agree.
8, 9 years, 12, 13 years. How many times have we seen that?
If he doesn't throw it, nobody's bitching.
Nobody.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Maybe Bills fans are like, well, he's offsides, and then everybody would have been like, everybody.
Yeah, shut up.
This happens all the time. But since he called it, it's hard to be like, well, bad call either. Because
and it's the Chiefs, so
and the Chiefs
they get a lot
Super Bowl.
Yeah, they benefited.
Exactly.
But I will say this though, Pat, AJ, D-Butt, think about this though. If you're Patrick Mahomes, you watch somebody swallow their whistle on a pass interference the week before in Green Bay though.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Right. So you got to imagine the feeling of you let us play last week, but now we can't play because of Kadarius Toney's toes. And Rex Ryan even said those are toes even he can't like.
Yeah. We watched that. We watched that all unfold.
That was good.
I love Rex Ryan.
Yeah, good swing.
Thank you, Rex.
Thank you, Rex.
Thank you, Wes.
He's a foot enthusiast.
Oh, yeah.
And for him to even say, don't like it.